Hello everyone. Welcome back to the streams. Today we are going to continue fighting the 100 Jevils like we did a while ago. So first I'd like to show you what I've been preparing for the Phase 2. If anyone's going to see this even. So yeah, here I've been doing a little bit of work, and as you can see in just a bit, we have Plumville Phase 2, or stand ready for my arrival, mate. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about the orbiting orbs. I just kind of added them as a test. I might not add them. Oh my god, there are dogs barking outside. Hold on. I need to do something about that. Okay, wait, the music's pretty loud too. Let me tune that down. Okay, you guys have fun. I'm gonna close the window so the dogs outside don't disturb you, okay? There we go, I destroyed the window, so now the dogs outside are going to always disturb you. Yo, we got Curb as well. Finally, everyone's here. Let's pop out chat. And okay. This is Clumville 2 and not Rudin, so... yeah, I kind of built him just off the basic Rudin enemy. If you fight him, you'll see that he doesn't have that much health right now. And also, I reverted all of the changes for... I also reverted all the gameplay changes that usually were for all fights. So can we all agree that the hair looks amazing? Come on, he's absolutely rocking that do. Hell yeah, he sure is. Yeah, I literally made the whole sprite today. The whole 3-frame animation. Yeah, so he dies pretty easily. What fun! I'm exhausted. Take me and do your strongest. Oh wait, what the heck? It actually ends? No way. Okay, but we can go back in and fight him again. Because that's one of the things I did for Jevil 50. That you can go back in. Oh god, he absorbed the 6 Walmart toys. What? 6 Walmart... What? I've also been, beginning to work on some kind of, little ARG thing. I'm not gonna spoil that. But I have begun work on that. Okay, so... Chat. I think for each change we're going to add, like, 1 attack to the Phase 2. And also, let's, or... as you saw there, we had, like, the draw act. Okay, let me hop right in here. We're also gonna change this text. All this stuff. He's going all out now, hope and pray. Yeah, this here. Switch drawn. Yeah, okay. Let me actually, yeah, so I think the main mechanic with sparing this guy is going to be, drawing cards, which is going to spawn, enemies. Stream is lagging a lot. Okay, well, see ya. Add Metal Sonic. Yeah, I will at some point. Um, so this way we can just add whatever enemies you guys want into the deck. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to make case 0 for when there have been 0 cards drawn, and it's going to be a 4 of diamonds. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and then like, I don't know, this. Yeah, but these need to be like, uh, they're turning into, we're not adding Metal Sonic. Oh gosh, no, the Metal Sonic faction and the, anti-Metal Sonic faction. The divide, the division of the community. So, what am I going to do here? Yeah, let's also remove Mercy Ad. Um, he's a bit too not existent because he's in, what? He's a bit too not existent because he's in freaking Stardust Speedway Bad Future. What? Um, okay, I think we're going to make a new object for like a spawning animation. So, let me set that up real quick. How would I do that though? Um, I'm gonna call the object spawn card. Oh boy, this is gonna be really fun, I bet. Yeah, we're just gonna, oh yeah, we also need pre-create code, so... yeah, pre-create code is basically just necessary. And this one's just event inherited. Okay, whatever. Let's import those. Import those suckers. Code. Yes, we have draw here. This is, we don't care about any of this. This is going to be different than that. It's gonna be like, first, first we're just gonna... Okay, create, this is also gonna be nothing. Excuse me, why can't I edit? Thank you. Speed equals like 10. Direction equals chat. Okay. What do you guys want to talk about? You know what? We can do like a little Q&A thing. Yeah, ask me a question and I'll answer it. If you don't want to ask a question, that's okay too. Okay, okay, yeah, point direction. X, Y, global monster make X. Global monster make Y. Okay, wait. For how does like Rude Buster Bolt, for example, do it? Direction. Oh, okay. So it's just like point distance. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sure, we'll also do that. But we're gonna do this in draw. Whoops. If point distance these four is less than or equal to like 20. What? And then the same for Y. Monster makey Y. Okay, I have not received any questions. Me and my friends yesterday were talking about if Undertale or Deltarune had a movie. I immediately thought Jack Black could play Sans and King. Yeah, he could definitely play King. I am king. Or, I am the bad guy. Chicken jockey. Okay, let's open up spawn card itself. Let's give it a sprite. For now, it's just going to be like a... we're just going to give it some spade bullet sprite. Don't really care right now. Okay, we're just gonna do this for now. Just going to check that. Oh. Why are we on day 27 and now 50? Also, no one's here except for me. Never mind. Uh, well, it's 50 Jevils defeated. But it's day 27. This is the 27th stream. Imagine they reach him and it's just, Lightners, this is the fountain. Okay, but what would be a really funny role for him? Like, that wouldn't fit at all. I think, Ralsei. Imagine Jack Black as Ralsei in the Deltarune movie. And then he's the one who is explaining the legend to them. Okay, so draw. It's a 3. Why is it a 3 of hearts? Huh? Why is it case 4? It's literally not supposed to be that. Okay, what if I set something weird here? Nope, it's 0 here. Then why the heck? Deltarune. This is the legend of Deltarune. Okay, why? No, seriously, why is it a 3 of hearts? Oh, because I'm not using break. We need to break after each one. I'm dumb, sorry. What if we just start Tobey Maguire as Ralsei? It's Super Saiyan Jevil. Deltarune starred, yeah. Is this Deltarune? No, it's to avoid further confusion, Ralsei is dead. Dead in a hole? What happened to... Didn't... How did we get to him being dead in a hole? First Lancer ran him over. How did we, like... What happened there? No way, guys. Hardest Jevil fight ever. Okay, it's a 4 of diamonds. Oh, because I'm not drawing anything in draw. Spawn card, draw self. That's dumb of me. The form of death he's in is different every time, you know what? Ralphie's just in a quantum superposition of being dead in every single way. Forget Schrodinger's cat, we've got Schrodinger's Ralphie. Also, don't ask me why the A button is here. Yo, spade. No way. Okay, let's do like 60. And then let's bump up the speed. Let's just do spawn card here. Speed, let's bump it up to 30. Yay. Does Apple Bob... Let's not talk about, these kinds of substances in my chat, please. And no, he does not sell that. Yeah, okay, that's good, that's good. That's gonna be, con equals 0. But then this becomes, okay, and con is 0. Con is 1. Then, image x scale. Okay, wait, let's, if con is 2, oh wait, speed equals 0. No, wait, not 2, 1. Image x scale equals, there we go. Sure. That's what this is going to be now. I'm just, building Jevil. That's what I'm doing. I'm building a new and improved Jevil. Yeah, that's kind of what I need to, what I wanted. Actually, wait, no. Cosine. So that we start from 1. Because that's what cosine is, right? Cosine of 0 would be 1. Is that correct? Let's see. We shall see. Oh wait, I didn't actually draw the card itself. Whoops. Draw. Yeah, draw. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry for that. Yo, no way. Can you use Snowgrave on Jevil with Noel? Yeah, you can, but he is too strong to die. Jevil literally survives Snowgrave. Also, howdy, Sif. Nice to see you here again. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is, I'm trying to... Okay, wait. Let me just carry that thing out of here. And then here, Okay, if image x scale is less than 1, then increase them. Yeah, and here image x scale equals 0, image y scale equals 0. How much damage does it do to him? I mean, okay, well, this is like the phase 2 Jevil, which I haven't properly set up. So, currently he has the HP of a Rudin. So I guess this one it would kill. But I think it does about like 2 or 3,000 damage. But that's still basically nothing, because we're so far in that he has 21,000 health. For phase 1 alone. And right now I'm testing 2. Bippity boppity, I now own Jevil's property. What, so you now have 21,000 HP? That's cool. Okay, okay, let's do object hero Chris chapter 1 X object hero Chris chapter 1 Y. He looks beautiful. Oh my, Clumville looks amazing. You see that hair? It's more like his hat. Yeah, it's not exactly a hair, but sure. Finally, 2, you're not invisible. Everyone's just ignoring you because of your previous reputation. I think Snow would do more damage. Okay, if you say that one more time. Does no one hear a word they say? Hi, Dallas, Texas. Howdy, File. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna try to redeem File, sure. Yeah, there's just a spade spinning down there. I'm trying to, make an act. Oh yeah, it doesn't summon another one because it's not... Okay, whatever. Ow. Touch my microphone again. Sorry, I will not... Okay, whatever. Let's take a look at, what? What are we gonna take a look at? We could make a sprite right now. But, paint is... Oh, wait, you guys can't see what I'm doing at all! That's so dumb. Here, check it out. It's code. Deltarune. It does not have to go this far. Turn Noel into the lesbian flag. I mean... we could. Yeah, let me get finished with this change first, though. We need to draw a card. You know what? What if we just rip the card, the card from Balatro? Like the card back. That way it isn't, like, nearly gonna be as painful. Yeah, I think it's a little long. Let me get the proportions right here. Um, Seems about right. Yeah, it's going to be very much Balatro inspired at least. So, let me grab the red and let's draw a card back. I wish I could show you guys what I'm doing right now. But like, it just shows a blank screen like that, and that's not what I want. Texas, can I become you? What? Can we talk about how Ego's keys are so smooth? Like, that is audible clicking I heard when he typed in chat. Note, you gave me permission. What? Wait, huh? What? What? We're, huh? Huh? Is what? How? Oh yeah, wait, they're literally like... It's literally like the same. That's actually really good. Except, the imposter's profile picture is way, way worse quality. Okay, well, we're just gonna, like, draw some stuff here on this card. You're gonna draw some weird pattern. Okay, let me just copy this over onto the other side. Okay, I think it's going pretty well so far. So far. Wait, this is like completely... Dude, what the heck? Paint.net, what the heck is this? This is not at all how I depicted this. Yeah, that's more akin to it. Sorry for the lack of visuals. But like, I can't really provide those right now. I'm the real Sifrin. Let me make it more high quality. I made a wish upon... It's like 5 in the morning, I can't tell the difference. Yeah, wait, maybe that was a bad idea. That was like not... now I can't tell which one of you is the original one and which one of you is the copycat. Okay, so I'm almost done with drawing this thing. I think it looks pretty decent. Actually, let me give it an outline. Why not? And I'm also going to use the line tool for this because I can't be bothered to actually make all these things manually. Like with the pencil, this would be so difficult to do right now. I really don't feel like doing it. Haha. I think it looks pretty pleasant though. Okay, let's now crop to selection. Save as sprite. I'm just gonna call it sprite spawn card. Okay, let's remove the really cool. I'm actually just going to move them out of there because I don't want to lose those amazing sprites. Why is my Undertale mod tool lagging? Okay, anyway, let's import graphics. Sprites. Import complete. Now we have a spawn card sprite, which we can give to the spawn card object. And, less than 4, so make that go right there. Other Siphon, you should be loop. Other Siphon, be loop right now. Turns into a sine wave. That's not even what... That's not even how you spell sine wave. Yeah, it's what Person Human said. Not SIGN, not SIGN sign. Also, I hope you get better soon, Person Human. It is very unfortunate that you are sick. Okay, turns into loop. Holy crap. 54 days, 14 hours, 48 minutes, and 20 seconds until Delturn. 53 days until Delturn tomorrow. Yeah, and I won't even be there to play it! Yeah, I... not know what to say about this. Kind of funny how it is. Scramble is just TV static. I call them square, sawtooth, sine, and scramble. Scramble is just TV static, but it's usually called noise. Yeah. The 4 pillars of 8-bit, sounds. I mean, yeah. Who is Loop? Yeah, imagine, like... not having played Stars in Time and like pretending to be a cosplaying as a character from there. Yeah, if you played in Stars in Time, you would know. I mean, I haven't played in Stars in Time, and I still know. So, I mean, yeah, that's better. Okay, but let's also, set the origin to be the middle, so 23, like 20, 23, that's like 11, and then 30 is 15. A button is dying. Give him FE, which I would assume stands for, oh, you can't say it. Okay, I was gonna say that I assumed you meant iron, as in the element from the periodic table. Play it when you can buy it? I probably should, yeah. I just kinda never got around to it. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking with that. Except, we also need to, multiply this by 4. Save that. Iron is, yeah, Fe, which is exactly what Marianix said. What else? Just don't be broke. Oh, I mean, like, the capitalization. I mean, technically, you're not being properly... You're not properly capitalizing your messages here, because technically, those are the beginnings of sentences. And you're not capitalizing them, so... Okay, if it will be a $25 game, but every time a new chapter releases, you instantly get it as a free update. Yeah, Toby's the best. Okay, well, it didn't, hasn't grown to, full X scale, so let's, bump that one up to... I don't want to bump that one all the way up to 0.4. You know what? Let's just kind of set them to 4 here. I also don't want to bump it up to like 0.3. What is 19, 17, 10 plus 19 to 80? That's curb. You can't say that. I think that's 211,000. 211,000 flat. Yeah. No. Okay, I calculated it, guys. $2,000. No, wait, yeah, Sif is right. I'm dumb. Why did I think 8 plus 1 was 10? Why the heck are you talking like that, person human? Wrong for surfing. What? Do something to oh. Okay. Yeah, okay, we need this, so, is greater to or equal to 0.9. I think that would be fine. Actually, wait, no. That would be 3.9. Oh. Yeah, okay. Let's also add some alarm code. Hold on. We're gonna add some alarm code by, well, importing code. Oh, crap. Maybe it's actually that I have it open here. Wait, I think it added alarm though. Okay, yeah, okay, it added the code. Con plus equals 1. Okay, yeah, okay, so... Let's do colon equals 2. No, let's do colon 1 still, okay. Let's just make an identical con equals 2. Yeah, and then here alarm 0 is set to let's say 10 frames. But here nothing is done on image scale. Is that okay? But here, if it is close to 4, okay, enemy, no, okay, add, script monster add. Okay, what do we have here? We have the monster type and the monster instance type. So, type instance type. Yeah, okay, let's also just hop on over into the create code. Set them both to zeros. Okay, card is that. Okay, card type equals. Okay, now it's like 4, I think. I'm not sure. Instance type is object diamond enemy chapter 1. Holy moly. It's a number. Maintenance monkey. Huh? Wait, is something wrong with the stream? No, the stream's fine. Yo, it's loop. No way. Nothing is off. What do you all do for a living? I do nothing. I profit off, I just live off my parents right now, because, you know, I am not an adult yet. If you couldn't tell. Oh. Wrong, save file. Whoops. Don't mind the other save files. They're for, other things. That possibility save file is just me trying to make, like, a super extra hard mode. But then I realized I should probably... Do you go to school? I mean, yeah, I go to school. I do indeed go to school. That is indeed something I do. Draw. I mean, it kinda worked. Oh, wait. No. We don't even need this. We don't need this. Is less than or equal to negative that. Then con equals 2. If con equals 2, and this is greater than or equal to 0.1, instance destroy, and then the card absolutely obliterates itself. I just realized I am immune to karma, and I don't get those. What? There's an add-on for Bedrock Edition that adds Sans Undertale as an NPC in boss fight, and they plan on adding characters like Undertale and Papyrus. That's kind of cool. I'm canonically like 26, so I don't go to school. Canonically, in terms of lore, I don't know if this guy right here, gosh, he's locked. Hold on. I don't know if this guy right here actually goes to school. I haven't exactly thought of that. It shouldn't bother you, though. What really should bother you are the hidden messages I leave in my mods. Go on Game Banana, look through all my mods, and realize that I have hidden lore there. I mean, that's kind of... I'm a Bronto Bird. I don't think we even have schools on Planet Popstar. Okay. Okay, okay, hold on. You know what? We're going to cut this out of here. We are going to put this in here. And we're going to 2x and 2y, aka toy. Wait, how did that destroy our whole if statement? Okay, there we go. And here, card 2x equals plus sprite with sprite I don't know. Is there a root and rage? There isn't even like, dude, I don't get it. Sprites. Okay, wait. It's probably Diamond Enemy Idol or something like that. Hold on. Diamond M Idol. Yeah, okay, this is what it is. Chapter 1 width or something like that. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Its width is 35. So 35 divided by 2, that's what? Like 22? Yeah, 22. And then 2y. Must make y plus, what is it here? 40. Okay, so this is literally just 20. Wait, it's... Yeah, okay. Wait, no, wait, not okay. This is 17. What am I talking about, dude? Okay, I think I missed a few here. Yeah. 2x 2y 2y, 2x. There we go. That should do it now. Literally, the hero of Dreamland is like 5. The guy who kills gods can't do 2 plus 2. Yeah. Isn't that hilarious? Guys. Have you... Okay, well, what's your favorite piece of Deltarune fan content? If anything. I just realized there's one pixel that isn't consistent for these guys, so... With this guy. It's in his 0. It's in his 0 sprite. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, we'll, do that one on next import, okay? I'll fix that one little thing there. I did a Delta Traveler obliteration route, and it gave me Earthbound spoilers. Yes, that is quite unfortunate. Okay, is that how it should be? I still feel like that the offset is kind of weird. It has Earthbound spoilers. I mean, Delta Traveler, does, yeah, that one is, Earthbound. It has a whole Earthbound section. Okay, what Okay, let's check out Diamond Enemy Chapter 1. Where's its thing? Not this one. This one. Monster X, Monster Y. No way. For real? Who could have thought? Yeah, it's still spawning a little bit off. That's weird. 30, 30. I guess we might have to just, like, tweak these completely by ourselves. And there's 2 of the main Earthbound characters in that chapter, Ness and Paula. Yeah, I kind of also watched the playthrough, so... I'm also doomed. I feel like I should have, like, actually played it myself. Now that I look at it, and think about it, and everything. Yeah, okay, that's decent, right? Like, yeah, it's not perfect, but... it's good enough. Yeah, Ralsei. Ralsei. This is Ralsei. No way, guys, it's Ralsei. God, it's the ghost of Ralsei. No way. No freaking way, guys, it's the ghost of Ralsei. It was free, like, why wouldn't you play it? I had no computer at the time, I think. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't feel like it. Paul has a Horn of Life, which is strange, because that is literally unobtainable before you encounter Jeff, which Ness and Paula have not. Okay, now we're getting into more Earthbound spoilers. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that. Okay, I will stop. Actually, I feel like we just shouldn't worry about it. I don't know. I'm gonna keep ranting about Earthbound stuff, just not spoilers. Yeah, sure. Yeah, look at that. He spawns. And then you have to dodge both... and then you have to dodge 2 Rudin attacks. Guys, look, it's Clumville 2 and not Rudin. No way. Convinced. Yeah, it also kind of just... The Rudin is a little bit too low. I feel like we need to... raise that a little higher, because it kind of just... you know... It just kind of... creeps up on Noel's box a little. Yeah, let's, encounter setup chapter 1. No way, guys. No way, guys. Encounter setup chapter 1. Okay, let's, what? What? Okay, let's just put this here. Why not? Why not? And it should be PSI Fire and PSI Thunder, because that's what it is in Earthbound. Second off, okay, first off, Ness uses PSI Flash. In SSBU, Ness can use PK Fire, Thunder, and PSI Magnet as well as PK Flash. Second off, PSI Magnet, PSI Fire, PSI Thunder. Ness can't use any of those. Nah, if anyone in Deltarune has that move, it's the original Starwalker. Yo, guys, the original Starwalker! Guys, should we add the original Starwalker? We can add the original Starwalker, actually. PSI Starstorm can't be used by Ness or Paula. Yeah. We're just having someone nerd out about that in chat. Okay, well, that's not exactly where I wanted that. It's like basically where Clumville is, actually. Like, barely different. Let's move them back a little. So instead of 480, we're going to do like 540, I think would be good. Replace the A button with the original Starwalker. Can actually use the that symbol Starstorm. Only Pooh who helps you Ness use PSI shortened to okay, Starstorm. It can't actually use PSI Starstorm, and he can use it by himself too. Okay, boy, I might go grab some water. Water seems pretty darn useful right about now. Yo, no way. Deltarune. Guys, I don't think we're beating a single Jevil today. I will be honest. That doesn't seem like something that's going to happen. Yeah, no more cards can be drawn yet, because, you know. Hey guys, fun fact. When doing Spamton's side quest, you usually insert the loaded disk into the Neo suit. But did you know you can actually try to... Yeah, which makes them panic. Yeah, the disk squirms and doesn't fit. Squirms, I mean. I kinda don't know whether I should move this down or up. We're gonna keep it where it is right now. But then, the speech bubbles overlap, so I think I will raise them by quite a bit. So instead of 170, it's going to be like 60. And also Joker 2. Joker 2 create. Oh, he's already at depth equals 1. Let's make depth equals -1. But what would be awesome if we tried to insert him into Queen's Giant Robot. Well, dang, it's almost as if there's a whole fan game based on that. I saw someone come up with a character where they inserted Spamton loaded disk into like the Mad Mew Mew body. There is? Yeah, a different Snowgrave. Spamton literally hijacks Queen's robot and becomes Giga Spamton. A different Snowgrave. And it's also, like, really hard. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. That looks pretty good, at least. Too bad I'm on Switch. Oh. Oh yeah, that one fan game. Ness has other PSI moves that he can use in Mother 2, but they pick almost all the ones he can't use for his Super Smash Bros. Ultimate moveset. It's pretty good. Yeah, I also haven't played that one. Yeah, oh gosh. It's already been like, what, an hour. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab some water. If anyone new comes, please tell them that I've grabbed water. And tell them that very violently. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I have returned with the water. And I will now ASMR sip. Hey, mother. Diego's grabbing some water. Is that violent enough? Yeah, pretty good. We can't forget Super Smash Brothers Lucas can't use any. I don't like water. What do you mean you don't like water? Water's good. Water's really good. He can't use any of the Psy moves that he uses in Super Smash in Mother 3 that he uses in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay. Lucas can't use Psy Freeze, Fire Thunder, or Starstorm. Water tastes bad. What do you mean water tastes bad? Water tastes good. I'm just gonna do that every time someone talks about water in my chat. Wait, no, that could backfire very easily. I take that back. Okay, let's actually... You know what? We're reworking this. We're going into monster setup and we're reworking how the whole thing works. Hopping over to... all the way down here. We're deleting draw 3. And we're making this, global actor myself one equals whatever it was for Columville hypnosis. So that's 8. And there we go. No way, guys. Please just take a glance at the source material before you add a character to a game. Penguin Crown Hammer. What? Oh, King Dedede. Wait. Oh. Yeah, okay, King Dedede. That's King Dedede in emoji. In the emoji language. I actually haven't played Smash Bros. Ever. I know, right? I'm so weird and... You're done ranting. Okay, good person, human. Now you can... Now, guys... what should I, what should I wanted to say something. I'm not sure what I want to say, though. I'm just tired already. Guys, I have not finished... Okay, wait. No, he already spawned in before he could, like... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What if just out of nowhere blue attacks were implemented? What, just add blue attacks? Make a chance for attacks to be blue? Orville's orange explosion attack still doesn't seem to work, though. It doesn't seem to work properly. Which is dumb. Oh yeah, okay. It can crash if you spam through it too quickly. So, we kind of need to, yeah, icon equals 1. Okay, yeah, I think we just alarm 0 equals like 40 or something. Or what alarm number is it? It's 4, so alarm 4 in like 30 frames should be enough. But so people know that there are blue attacks at a blue stop sign to the corner. Okay, yeah. Guys, I think once I get this Rudin working, I'm just gonna stop working on Jevil, and I'm just gonna do something else. I'm just gonna play Hollow Knight. You guys can't stop me. Don't leave, though. Ooh, oh god. Ooh, that is loud. That is loud. It makes the text a lot of times. That was a jump scare. I mean, yeah, basically. We're gonna do something silly. Act con equals 0.5. Then if act con equals 1.5, act con equals 1. There. Rude and jump scare. Guys, what kind of content do you want to see with, like, long-form videos? I'm just not sure what I want to do. I feel like I mean, I could continue that craft mine playthrough that I did last week. My mother told me it was just allergies from the pollen outside. Pollen allergies do suck. Wait, what? What happened? He just left? What? 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 Huh? What? What? Oh, wait. Oh, I think yeah, it calls the alarm. No, wait, that's not that. Okay, still, why did he just leave? Okay, let me try that again. Sorry, if he leaves again. I've been experiencing my allergies for years, obviously, and I can recognize the symptoms of my allergies. I start crying, my nose runs, simple as that. I don't get a cough, and I don't get a sore throat. So I have those, I am ill, afflicted, dare I say. Boy, yeah, that is rough. Yeah, why does he just leave? I mean, the body stays there, but it's still evident because the balls leave. Yeah, I'm sorry for you, person human. Dang, turns out it's not actually that fun to work on this one thing for 1.5 hours. Alright, you convinced me, and then he just leaves. What? How does that work? Alright, you convinced me. That's... What is that? Con equals 3. Oh, alarm 4 raises con and not act con. Why? What? What? Huh? What? Why? Why is that a thing? Excuse me, why is that a thing? Oh, actually, I don't think I'm ever going to be using these cons here. Convince me con 4. Yeah. Okay, we really don't care. Just going to, I'm just going to overwrite alarm to, be act con. There. But let's be honest, it's pretty funny. You released a freaking rodent like a Pokemon, and he's like, oh, okay, bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, okay, bye-bye. Yeah, sure, I may be able to defeat freaking Crispy, A-Button, and Noel. But a Rudin, that's just too much. A Rudin's just too much. Why is Noel black? Why is Noel just black? Excuse me? What happened there? Oh, it might be something really weird with the darkener object. Not the darkener, the darkener. Yeah, so, this needs to be way more than 30. Let's do 50. We need to wait until the thing spawns before we can proceed forward, because if their turn starts before Rudin spawns, we're bad. Why does the well, black sounds bad? Yeah. that that was could have phrased that better, definitely. That sounds very bad out of context. Apologies to black people. Okay, that worked, but that was like very close though. I don't like that. Let's do 60. That is too easy to take out of context. Anyways, bye. Wait, you're going, Sifrin? Alright, well, bye. Guys, you're gonna stay here for me playing Hollow Knight though, right? Once I think I might actually end it off right here and just play some Hollow Knight, because I don't feel like working on the same thing for like a very long time. Deltarune. Yeah, okay, that's way more than that's enough time. That's exactly what I need. Good. Okay, you guys just stay in? Cool, cool, cool. I mean, I'm not forcing you guys. You can leave if you want to. That's fine. I'm not against it. How do I how can I force this window to just always be on top, man? Whatever, I'm just gonna pop this back in. Now I can't help but notice the fight starts at phase 2. Will it be coded to start after you beat phase 1? Yeah, yeah. I just did that for testing. I think it already works fine. Anyway, Hollow Knight time. Hollowville. Also, you know, Hollow Knight spoilers. If you guys don't want to be spoiled, then yeah, you probably should leave. If you guys haven't played Hollow Knight and don't want to be spoiled, I would advise you to leave. Unfortunately. There we go. So, are people gonna be leaving? If you're gonna be leaving, then, note that down in chat. That should be enough time for you guys to have reacted there. So yeah, let's make sure we're not modded. Yeah, okay, we're not modded. So I'm gonna continue my normal save file here. Just gonna play some Hollow Knight. Grind some bosses. Or, I mean, one boss. The one left. Not even Radiant Markoth is taking me as long as freaking Ascended Abstrad. Yeah, this is like the final boss of the game though, so I warn you guys. Balls. Balls alert. I'm dead. Alright. Well, bye, Curb. Have fun. Whatever you're gonna be doing there. Anyway, we're gonna be fighting... I have very little, room for error here. Yeah, as you can see, one hit already gets me down really low. This is just a bunch of, double, HP hits, like, stacking up. Firstly, the boss itself does 2 masks of damage. Then the ascended difficulty, doubles that to 4, and then I also, they won't let me open my inventory here, but I am overcharmed, which means I have more charms equipped than I'm supposed to be able to. And as a trade-off for that, I take double damage, so... Yeah, I just take 8 masks of damage per hit on this boss. Oof. Dude, why am I so bad? Like, I swear I was better than that at this. I swear I was better when when I wasn't streaming. This is just me being very tired, okay? I'm not actually bad at the game or anything. Okay? Just gotta make that clear. I'm not bad at the game. Guys, Jevil 101 real. No way, guys. Jevil 101. Ow. Get me to phase 2 already. Also, wait, I only took 4 masks there. I think that's because it's, I took damage to the spikes, which only deal 1 mask as the base. So that's still 4 with all my double damage modifiers. But, you know. Oh boy. Ah, gosh darn it, it's the swords. Yeah, also I should probably... Yes, you're going to challenge the sun. What, are we gonna fight the sun? Okay, I'm gonna put Hollow Knight spoilers in the title so that people that don't want to be spoiled for Hollow Knight don't click on this thinking it's just a tame Deltarune video or stream. And then they see the final freaking boss of Hollow Knight. I could also just try, like... I mean, I should be fine in Pantheon 5. Like, I could probably beat the game right now. I could probably beat the God Home ending right now. Like, beating Radiant's freaking no-hit when it has a crap ton of health as well is just not, like... not required to beat the game. Okay, hold on. Ooh, that was a close one. Ah! Balls. Not the balls. The sword rain attack is probably one of the most threatening ones. One of the scariest attacks. And it doesn't help that for this, little bit, last bit of phase 1, it just does that non-stop. Like, it's very scary. Okay, but now I have full soul, full health. So I can take 2 hits. Ah! I've already taken the hit. I'm just gonna freaking dive through that. Come on, that's not fair. The Radiance is very RNG based. You know what? I'm doing Pantheon 5. I've literally done every single other boss no hit. Except for Radiance. Like, look at this. Literally all of them, except for Radiance down there in the bottom right corner. I keep getting sidetracked, guys. I don't know what went wrong. I was gonna fight Jevils. Okay, should we equip some charms differently? I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna over-charm. Or am I? I could, actually. I could actually go over-charmed for... like, the first bit of... this. You know what? You know what? Nah, heck it. No. I want to overcharm. Gonna unequip that. What am I going to equip as the... Okay, what am I gonna overcharm with? I think I'm gonna overcharm with Grubberfly's Elegy. This is just going to be for... why did I take a Dream Wielder? Hold on, I don't want Dream Wielder. I'm gonna take Grub Song because I'm gonna be taking a little bit of damage to get me down to 1 health. So yeah. Let's go. Pantheon 5, here we go. The ultimate boss rush. Sans Charm Real. Yeah, I should probably... Guys, should I equip it for the memes? I'll do it once I'm done with, like, this bit here. Okay, here I actually want to take damage because I want to get down to, like... 1 mask for Fury of the Fallen. Okay, so, kind of like that. Okay, wait, I'm at 2 masks. This is not good. I need to heal 1 mask. I need to heal 1 mask, and then I need to take a hit. There we go. So now Grubberfly's Elegy reactivated because I have Fury equipped and I am at 1 HP. That allows me to one-shot these guys with... Okay, I died to the first boss. I swear I'm usually better than this. I promise. Hello, Sonic Pro. I am taking a break from the 100 Jevils by playing Hollow Knight. Ouch. Yeah, I actually have to fight 2 of these because this is like the ascended version of the fight. So like... Yeah, here you actually fight the ascended versions. With all their ascended arena changes and whatever else the ascended version of these bosses might throw at you. But without the double damage, so... It's a little easier than actual ascended bosses, but it's still... Oh yeah, and that also just insta-kills any Vengeflies on the screen, killing 1 of them. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna need you to... hit me 1 more time. Thank you. Moving on. I think the next boss is gonna be Gruzmother. That should be fine. Yeah, okay. I'm so scared. Dude, I'm so scared. Like, the whole thing with this build is that you want to play offensively, but I also kind of want to play it safe because I'm on 1 health, so I don't know what to do. I'm just conflicted. Okay, False Knight should be easy. Yeah, you literally just stun lock him here. Like, he literally just gets stun locked. Especially because the elegy beams also do damage to him. Yeah, he just dies immediately. You can also Dream Nail him for soul, but I'm already at full, so it doesn't matter. I'm absolutely insane. My heart is also beating at a normal rate, so it's not even like I'm... Okay, with this guy, Okay, you don't want to hit him while he's jumping. But while he's dashing, you just spam. And then he just dies. You can just stand there and hit him. Okay. Let's continue. Now we have, like, Hornet, right? Yeah, okay. Hornet is also really easy. She has, like, 2 health. Okay, well, maybe a little more than 2, but she's still super easy. Yeah, she also gets staggered very easily. Like, look at that. She can't even jump. She can't even do one attack without me staggering her immediately. She gets to, like, jump once and then that's it. Okay, now we have Gorb, the Great Mind. Okay, hold on. He's teleporting around a lot. That's the main problem with Gorb right now. You also kind of don't really want to get that close because it's kind of scary when he attacks. But he dies easily, though. Because Fury. You know, Fury of the Fallen, insane charm. It's also like the first charm in the game you get, if you don't miss it in King's Pass. It's the first charm you get access to. But if you miss it, you don't get it back until... You don't get another chance to get it until Mantis Claw, which... Okay, yeah, there we go. He dies really easily as well. Usually don't... If it weren't for the dive abuse, this guy would be in a higher Pantheon. I feel like he'd be in at least Pantheon 2. Okay, this guy is barely a boss. Like, honestly, he doesn't even have, like, a boss dying animation. He's literally just a beefy enemy that was somehow beefy enough to creep up into the Pantheons. Like, literally the entire community agrees on that. He's barely a boss. Barely a god. Yeah, but I'm not a god, apparently. Hi, Tiso. Bye, Tiso. Excuse me? Okay, thank you. Thank you for excusing me. I appreciate it. Dude, I got... Ah, dang. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do that whole Fury strat thing. I am going to do a completely normal strategy instead. The most basic thing you could ever have. An extremely basic nail build. Behold. Very basic nail build. Okay, wait. Viewers are experiencing buffering. Because stream lag and everything. Yeah, now I am taking a much more sane 1 mask of damage, which is great. That was way overkill for 1 literal Vengefly. Dude, there are why are you guys summoning so many Vengeflies? That's... Bro, why am I actually getting destroyed by freaking Vengefly King? Okay. I almost got absolutely destroyed by Vengefly King. Nah, it wasn't actually that close. Gruzmother on the other hand, though. Now that's one ferocious beast. There we go. How ferocious. You don't even get to kill all the Gruzzers that pop out from her. That's like the best part of that fight. Yeah, okay, we can also just stun lock False Knight here again. We can just do that again. I dashed into him. I'm dumb. Okay, I'm just going to, you know... Let's Dream Nail him a few times for some soul. And kill him. Could have Dream Nailed him after killing him, because he's still able to be Dream Nailed. And then... The thing is, you can't Dream Nail the actual guy on the ground, but you can Dream Nail the armor. So it's actually the armor that's having the thoughts, apparently. I don't think that's meant to be canon, but it is canon now, because... That's how Dream Nail works. It reads the thoughts of... Oh, yo, wait! It gets knocked back by the... It gets knocked back by... Grubify Elegy Beams? That's actually insane. It's like the... It's like the easiest and safest way to defeat it. Absolutely. Okay, there we go. My damage output is just too much for Hornet. Okay, we are past... Gorb literally just spawned on me. I shouldn't have gone anywhere. This is literally just... the Radiance's sword attack, but like not absolute Radiance's, but normal Radiance's, because... Only absolute Radiance actually curves their trajectory. Normal Radiance does exactly that. But not 3. Still easy, though. So really, once he starts doing 3, it's more akin to the light beams attack, where the Radiance shoots light beams out of its face. Okay. Okay, Doug. Your name's actually Ogrim, but you're Doug. Doug Defender. Haha, funny. Okay, okay, that was rude. For that, you're gonna be laying on the ground uselessly. Uselessingly. Ouch. That was also rude. For that, you're gonna die. Ew, dung. It's like he's some kind of defender. Cheating 101? What do you mean cheating 101? I'm not cheating. How do you think I'm cheating? I'm not. Okay. Oh wait, you mean like dream nailing during that? I mean, the game allows it, so as far as I'm concerned, it's not cheating. I wouldn't call it cheating if the game lets me do it. Okay, there we go. Brooding Moloch is also defeated. Sorry. Yo! One of the best fights in the game, honestly. This is a fun one. Too bad it's really easy. But not for long. Yeah, there's 2 of them now. We're fighting both bros. dive. Okay, we got one of them. Dude, they didn't even get to use their super cool special attacks like that one. Okay, one of them got to use them. One of them got to use... Okay, so Mato got to use his Cyclone Slash, but Oro did not get to do anything. Oro didn't get to use his Dash Slash, which looks like this, by the way. Yeah, I can use them too. I mean, these guys are literally the ones who taught me to use these, so... It's kind of an oversight on their end, honestly. Anyway, we get some Lifeblood masks. That's always nice. Should have probably done more bindings by now to have more Lifeblood, but... I have what I have. Okay, well, I just lost 2 of them due to an unlucky chain of events. Okay, hold on. Ow. Okay, I am no longer able to use Grubberfly's Elegy. I am once again able to use Grubberfly's Elegy. Okay, what's the next boss? The one where you just pulled... Oh, the one where you just pulled the big moss thing, the massive moss charger. Okay. I kind of stopped paying attention to the game while reading chat, so I got hit once. This guy's still easy though. Freaking Crystal Guardian. Now this is Soul Master. Soul Master is kind of an interesting boss. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on every boss. Soul Master is a pretty interesting boss. It loves diving like that a lot, which is supposed to be like the dive spell, which I might showcase to you right about. Okay, not now. But I think okay. Once you defeat him, he does this really cool, long death animation. But then, it's actually a fake out. He's still all ready to do it. Yeah, this is what the dive spell looks like. Which is, like, kind of based on him. You get the spell for defeating the guy, so... Yeah. Makes sense, honestly. Yeah, he dies pretty quickly, though. But he has a harder version called the Soul Tyrant, which we'll see quite a bit later on. Now, these are the Oblobbles. These are also just basically really big enemies. Their only appearances in the Colosseum of Fools. Even though the Colosseum of Fools also does have repeats of some other bosses, like, for example, the Brooding Moloch, which is actually scaled down quite a bit there. And, even Gruzmother. And there's actually, like, 2 of them. Vengefly King 2. So, all basically just harder versions of normal... just really fat versions of normal enemies, so... Yeah, that's what those are. So it's kind of the same with... these guys. They're bigger versions of the Obel enemy. But they don't actually show up anywhere else in the game, so... their battle arena is kind of themed around the Colosseum. Now we have the Mantis Lords. This one's kind of fun. One of the most loved fights in the game. First, you have a pretty easy fight against one of them. You just learn their patterns from this one. Then, the other 2 rise up to attack you. But because we're in Pantheon 5, the third one also does it. And now you're fighting the Sisters of Battle, where all 3 of them fight you at once. This one's a lot harder than even the second phase of Mantis Lords. Because, well, 3 is greater than 2. You're a little bit more, Okay, how does that work? I've literally never seen them on the same wall. Seriously, I've never seen them on the same wall like that. Maybe that's for when you, like, cling onto the wall like this. Oh yeah, they can, like, all cling onto the opposite wall if you're on the same one. And they do it, like, not in a synchronized manner. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so once you beat one of them, it goes back to just being regular Mantis Lords. So this is the kind of attack pacing that you usually have to put up with. Okay, I should not have gone for 2 heals there. Okay, and then it goes back to one of them. Which at that point, you're probably really stressed out because, oh my god, I just can't lose this here. And if I do, I'm gonna feel so bad about myself. Yada yada, and then you win. And then you gotta bow back to them because you gotta be respectful, you know? Yeah, after that you get your next Lifeblood Cocoon. And then you have Marmu. Marmu sucks. Marmu is one of the Dream Warrior boss fights. Actually they're called Warrior Dreams, not Dream Warriors. The main thing about these guys is that they're wacky, not very consistent. Which, yeah, that's why I lost that 1 health there. Then we have Fluke Marm, which is also an easy boss. Its main whole thing is summoning children to fight you. It doesn't actually do anything by itself. But it spits out a whole bunch of these annoying flukes that you have to kill. It's a lot more difficult when the flukes don't die in 1 hit of your nail. But when they do, it's really not hard. Then you have the Broken Vessel, which, if you're getting into lore territory, this is basically your sibling that died and was taken over, and whose body was taken over by the infection. Yeah, it has some pretty interesting attacks, but dies pretty quickly, as do most of these bosses. Next up we have Galeon. He's another Warrior Dream. And this one isn't as annoying as Marmu. But still, as you can see, pretty wacky. Not as consistent. It can't really be very consistent with these guys. They're pretty RNG heavy. Next up we have Paint Master Sheo, the third of the brothers. The third Nail Master brother. He attacks with paint. And his signature move is the Great Slash, as you can see there. They also, like, have beef with Oro. No, wait, that's not... Oro and Mato have beef. The other two that we saw in the same fight. I guess they just made up at that point. This guy's just, like... His whole lore is that he's kind of given up on being a Nail Master. And he's now seeking some other purpose in life, so... art. As you can see here. He gets all philosophical with his Dreamnail dialogue, as you can see here. What is a god if not an artist? Okay, yeah, there you go. There are a lot of projectiles in this fight that you have to dodge. You gotta get consistent at figuring out the arcs of travel of said projectiles. This is Hive Knight. Hive Knight, the community basically agrees is an overrated boss. Well, the part of the community that doesn't absolutely love Hive Knight. In my opinion, Hive Knight is kind of your basic, just your basic boss. Very normal. Can't say much about him. He spits out bees, though. Now we got Elder Hu, another Warrior Dream. He attacks with pancakes. He has this attack, which is really annoying to do because he disappears, and so you can't even deal damage to him while he's doing it. But other than that, he's pretty fine. He's also pretty RNG dependent. So this is the Collector. Now the Collector is not very fun. The Collector's whole gimmick is spawning basic enemies. But the Ascended version of the Collector, which we're fighting here, spawns stronger enemies that have more health. And it becomes a really big problem when you can't one-shot them. Luckily, you can. In this case. Which is very useful. But with actual Ascended Collector, they have a little bit more health, which makes them not one-shottable with your nail. And that causes a lot of problems, and the screen clutters up pretty quickly. Now we have God Tamer. This is basically two bosses in one. There's a big beast, and a guy. Or girl. Yeah. The actual Tamer herself. The actual Tamer herself only has one attack. She's just kind of there to add clutter to the fight. The main obstacle here is the beast. It has two attacks, the roll and the spit. As you can see, this is the spit. And this is the roll. After the roll, when it hits the wall, it will jump directly at you. As you can see, I just defeated the Tamer. It's just gonna lay there on the ground. If you actually... If you beat the beast first, the Tamer just gives up. I mean, what's she gonna do? Buy a new beast? Or what? Yeah, this is also the final boss of the Colosseum of Fools. Which is why you can see the chains here again. Anyway, now we have one of the coolest fights in the game. Troopmaster Grimm. He's like... he has like a whole bunch of lore, but... I'm not gonna bother with it. Dude, I'm so used to the bat attack from his harder version that the normal one where all three bats are on the floor or along the floor, it feels weird to me. I'm too used to the harder version of the fight. I mean, I did have to no-hit that, so it's excusable, okay? Yeah, here, this fight, it really feels like a dance between them, which is kind of the whole theming of the fight in general. It kind of cycles between his attacks and your attacks, like this. Yeah. Nail arts are especially great in this one. While he does this bat thing, you can heal up. Then this is... this attack he does when he... after every quarter of his health, so... at 75% health left, 50 and 25. So we're halfway there, basically. Because he did this for the second time. Okay. We're almost there. Only a quarter of his health left. Or even less than that, because... okay, if you're really quick, you can get him right after the attack, but I didn't that time. Yeah, for the attack where he goes up, it's better to stay close to him, because there, the arcs that the fire travels in is a little more predictable. Hungry Knight starved, and now we're here. The moss thing. Yeah, okay. Anyway, are people even watching this? No, it's like way lower than what it was when I was actually fighting Jevils. But I mean, as long as I'm having fun, right? Okay, this is one of the higher beings, which the Godseekers cannot tune. Because, you know, I'm not exactly caught up with the lore, but... you can't fight him, okay? Now, this is Watcher Knight. as you can see, a pretty easy boss. But the thing about Watcher Knight is that there's more of them. And when I say more of them, I do mean more of them. And now suddenly you're fighting against 2 of them at once. And don't worry, you don't have to fight 3 of them at once. Although someone could make a mod of that. Maybe someone already has made a mod of that. Maybe there's even a mod where they all spawn at once. That would be kind of hellish. That'd be too much. Just too much. Overall, this fight's not that hard, but they do get a little chaotic when there's multiple of them. Wait, does the Ascended version actually add one of them? Actually add one more? Does Ascended Watcher Knight actually have one more Watcher Knight? Okay, anyway, they're all dead. Look at all their corpses on the ground. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of these orange things, which are basically like the infection. This is Umu, big jellyfish. It's not actually infected, it's like a being created to contain infection. I think that's the lore behind them. They were created by by Monomon, one of the Dreamers. She's like... Yeah, the Dreamers are basically like a group of bugs that... 3 bugs, more to be exact. That sacrificed their day-to-day life to save the Kingdom of Hollowness from the infection by sealing away the Hollow Knight himself. But the plan didn't work out, and that's why we're here. And yeah, we're not actually the Hollow Knight. Okay, so this is Winged Nosk. Normally, when you fight normally, the normal fight of Nosk has not Hornet as the decoy, but your own character, so... And obviously doesn't have wings. But Winged Nosk... yeah, Pantheon 5 just kind of pulls a prank on you. You fight freaking Nosk with wings. You fight a freaking Nosk with wings. But because of Winged Nosk being here, you don't actually fight normal Nosk in Pantheon 5. Which is kind of unfortunate, honestly. These 2 fights are very different in how they play. Unlike some other Pantheon 5 exclusives. Which is basically just Sisters of Battle. Now this is the Great Nail Sage Sly. This is the guy who trained the Nail Masters. And he runs a shop now, but like, you know, this is Godhome, so here he is fighting and everything. Whatever. Don't question it. He can use all 3 nail arts in his fight. Yeah, then you get him down, and then begins Great Nail Sage Sly Phase 2, where he just lunges around the arena like that. This one's way more boring and way more inconsistent, which is why I kind of don't like it. And it's also the main reason I am kind of drawn away from this fight when thinking of good Hollow Knight fights. But overall, the fight's pretty solid, I'll be honest. You gotta bow back to him, you know. It's polite. We have Hornet here again. Yeah. You may have seen Hornet earlier, but this is like a harder version of her. She's like way faster, actually. Dang, that's like way faster than I even remember her being. Okay, I'm actually getting kind of obliterated here. Hold on. I should probably... Okay. We're fine. So, I didn't get to explain Hornet's lore, but I guess I can do this now during this little break time. So Hornet's not... So while Hornet does seem pretty similar to the player character, and that's because they do have the same father, the King of Hollow Nest, their mothers are not the same. The mother of the player character is the White Lady, as well as all the other vessels, like the Broken Vessel, and more. Meanwhile, Hornet is a child of Hera, who is also one of the Dreamers. And that's basically how the king got her to become a Dreamer. Like, she refused to do it unless the king gave her a child. Yeah, that's literally part of lore. I'm not making that up. Anyway, this is Enraged Guardian. This is basically just Crystal Guardian, but he's mad. This guy's kind of boring. He's just harder Crystal Guardian. He also does double damage. And he actually dies for real this time, and he doesn't jump away. This is Lost Kin. This is a harder version of the Broken Vessel fight. One of the dream bosses, which you fight in the dreams of their usual boss counterparts. This guy's basically just a harder Broken Vessel. I can't really say much else. He also spawns a lot more of these infected balloons, which were there in the original Broken Vessel fight as well, but they only spawn at about halfway there, while here they just always spawn. I don't really have much to say here. This arena, other than the arena that they gave this guy here, is probably the worst representation of the original fights arena ever. This is No Eyes, another warrior dream. And this one I would say is one of the more fair ones. She has some, like, pretty dark lore. And, yeah, during her fight, she sings this somewhat creepy lullaby that she used to sing to her children before she, passed away, you know. Ouch. Ouch! What the heck, dude? Why are there so many of these things? Okay, there we go. She's one of the more fair warrior dreams. We're gonna see the most unfair one next, at some point. Traitor Lord. Remember the Mantis Lords? This is the fourth one. Yeah, there's a fourth Mantis Lord, and it's this guy. Except he betrayed the tribe. He betrayed the Mantis tribe, and willingly consumed the infection to become stronger. He just paused. He doesn't even leave, like, a corpse behind or anything. Makes you really think how much of that body is just inflated infection. This is White Defender. A version of... the dream version of Dung Defender. So, that's what... Yeah, you can't actually do the dive cheat on this guy. Which is kind of like the one cool thing about the Dung Defender fight, is that you could completely counter it with a spell. But I guess they kind of had to do this to make the fight hard. Or else, he would just be stunned, like, all the time. Yeah, he's a lot harder. And he's white. Because, like, his lore is that he's, he's what, he's what the Dung Defender, whose name is actually Ogrim, imagines himself as what he was, back when Hollow Nest was whole, and back when Like, the 5 Great Knights were, like, actually well established. Since then, they've all kind of left Hollow Nest. Not left. Some of them are still in there, but not exactly as warriors. Some are just nowhere to be found. Some are dead. Some are maybe gone. Some have just given up on being... I literally sat on the bench, removing my lifeblood, after having picked it up. That is so dumb of me. Okay, so here in the background you can see the White Lady in her like full power, but they can't actually tune her, so she just doesn't want to be in God Home. So this is Soul Tyrant, the harder version of the dream version of Soul Master that I was talking about during that fight. So he's just faster and stronger and everything. And there's another thing about this fight, which is kind of fun. You'll see it a little bit later. Closer to the end, actually. So, yeah, this is also really easy for him to heal 1 or 2 masks during his attack, where he does lots of those orbs. Yeah, here, you can heal up if you need to. Okay, yeah. As you can see, the fake out for this boss is that he just doesn't show up at all for like 5 seconds. Yeah, and his dives are a lot more quick and a lot more dangerous because he has a lot more offset on them. Which, if you're going the wrong direction, he can sometimes hit you. Anyway, he still dies relatively quickly after this phase. Whatever. Let's move on. And now we have Markoth, the final warrior dream, and the hardest one by far. The whole thing about this guy is that this shield that he has is absolutely insane. That's like it makes him unable to be struck like at all. Okay, well, you can get a few hits on him. And another problem with the God Home fight in particular is that there's just no floor. They just took out the floor. They just took the floor out of the equation. Yeah, and then once you get him down to 50% health, he just gets another shield. And he starts throwing more nails at you like that. Which is stupid. I hate this guy. This guy's a complete asshole. This guy's just a total asshole. Everyone hates him. The entire community hates him. I think. I mean, maybe someone likes him. Doubt it, though. Okay, well, now we need to heal up 3 more masks because he's just that unfair. You just take that much damage on this fight. Ouch. I would like to heal, please. No, I would not like to get hit 1 more time. Okay, there we go. He's dead. I'm like 4 hits down, though. That sucks. Okay, next one's easy, though. Okay, no, never mind. This is Great Prince Zote. Great Prince Zote is also really hard. Or the full name, which is that. Yeah, his whole thing is that... he's another dream boss, but this time it's not his imagination of himself. Although, I mean, in a way, it kind of is. This is what Zote thinks of himself. As you may see that normal Zote isn't actually in here because normal Zote is a complete pushover and not a god at all. But Zote is one of those character tropes that, like, thinks he's super cool and everything, when in reality he isn't. And what I meant about him not exactly being his own dream, is that it's actually, the dream of, Breda, a different character who somehow actually believed Zote in his success and came up with this whole thing about him and wrote a whole poem about him where he's referred to as the Great Prince. Okay, so this is the failed champion, a harder version of the False Knight. Honestly, I have no idea what he's doing so late. I feel like he should have been before any of the other dream bosses, honestly. I have no idea what he's doing in here. Though I suppose it is a good preparation for what's about to come, because the next 3 bosses are going to be the hardest bosses in the game. Literally, I'm not joking. But they're all really good bosses. So I guess this is kind of in preparation for that. And also it might be because this guy's Ascended version is actually faster than normal. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not, though. So this, the red might look familiar. Because this is Nightmare King Grim. One of the coolest fights in the game. Straight up. Literally super fun. Really hard, but in a good way. Like, he's not unfair. A very fair fight. He does that when he's at 25. He does this similarly to normal Grim at 75, 50, and 25% health, so... Yeah, his stagger is way shorter. Can't really do much with that. His bats are way harder. But when we get used to them, they're not that hard either. You just jump in between them. He has that attack, which is new. Okay. This is a dead giveaway that he's at 50% health, because the heart in the background is glowing already. Is, like, actually glowing. Ow! Yeah, he also does double damage, so... You gotta be really careful with that. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. After this, we're gonna have one final break, and then the final 2 bosses. Nuh-uh, you're not doing that attack. Because I said so. There we go, he's dead. I got a notification on my phone. Okay. I got some kind of Discord notification. Alted told me that I was late to the stream. When I was actually late to the stream a little bit. But that was not, important. Okay, yeah, I got an answer to my question in the Underminers Discord server. Pretty cool place. Sometimes I go there for, help with, my modding endeavors. For Deltarune. Anyway, oh yo! I remember you, yeah, I just didn't, notice you. Sorry for not reading chat. No one's actually watching. Like, that's so dumb. Okay, whatever. For anyone watching the VOD, next up are the 2 hardest bosses. Firstly, Oh, yeah. This is the room where we see the Pale King's throne. The Pale King, who is the main character's father, is dead. This is also his child. This is the Hollow Knight, but in his purest form. The pure vessel, as one might say. And this is quite a challenging fight. Like, he does double damage. He has very quick attacks. For a lot of them, you can use Shade Dash to get through them, which does prove to be very helpful. Okay. That was funny. I've never seen him do that before. When you stagger him right as he starts jumping, he does that. That's fun. Okay, then he has this Void Tendrils attack, which is also pretty dangerous. Yeah, so the lore of the vessels is basically that, oh crap, I can't pause here. The king threw a whole bunch of... the king threw, like, millions of children into the abyss. And then the void in the abyss kind of eated them and left these shells, which then could be filled with the infection. But he only needed one, and one that was truly hollow. And he didn't choose the right one. Or, well, maybe he did. But then he messed up by actually bonding with it. So it started to actually love it. It started to actually love its dad, and that's why the plan failed. Because the vessel needed to be truly devoid of all feelings. And the main culprit here is this guy, the Radiance. This is the creature that brought the infection upon the land of Hollownest. The main villain, so to say. It was unhappy with the Pale King's decision to give minds to actually, like, give minds to bugs. Make them actually able to think properly. It didn't like that. It was mostly pissed off about the Moth tribe, who used to worship it, but then kind of forgot about it once the Pale King came around. Which, I guess that's its main problem with the Pale King. Okay, I should actually, like, kind of lock in here. Okay. I should do this. Okay, once I do this, I just heal 3 times here. Maybe I can even get a 4th one in. Uh-huh. Perfect, perfect. I'm at full health now, and therefore I have Gerberfly's Elegy again. So... it spawned in over there. Ouch. I had no way of dodging that while dropping down. Because I had used my double dash. I mean double jump. And dash. I mean, the dash wouldn't have really helped me there that much anyway. But yeah. Yeah, balls. Holy crap, guys. Balls. Ow. I feel like I should stop trying to heal up and just focus more on dealing damage to the boss. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to die here. Okay, I can get like 1 or 2 heals in. Oh gosh. Oh, come on, I fell. Falling only does 1 mask though, so it's better to fall than to actually get hit by Radiance. Radiance does 2 damage, while falling just does 1. Sometimes falling is a good strat. But when you can help it, you should just dodge. Try to actually dodge the radiance itself, and not. Okay, it's going up. It's going up. It's going up. This is bad. We're on the climb. It's shooting a whole bunch of beams at us. This sucks. I kind of hate this. This is scary. I am at 1 HP. I'm gonna die. I am dead to the void. Okay. God, that was a close attempt. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today, man. No one's even watching, but we got 69 views, so... Yeah, okay, well... Before anyone can join... Before anyone can join, we gotta end the stream so we have a nice number of views. Okay, goodbye everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. It was nice seeing you all here, even though no one is actually watching. If anyone is watching, you just ruined my 69 view count. Okay. So yeah, thanks to everyone for watching, even if you might not actually be watching right now. Even if you're just watching the VOD, I still appreciate it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I'm feeling a little bit eepy, tired even. So I'm just gonna goodbye now. Goodbye.